Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So, first things first, I did a update video where I talked about the changes to the channel, where I was going to be doing more videos, I was going to be doing more stuff, more vlogs, and well, this week none of it really happened. So this video will be going up on Friday, at which point I will be in a far better position. So, let's explain very quickly about what went wrong. So, to start off with, the vlog was meant to come out, because originally I was going to record the vlog on Monday. That was when it was going to be. It was going to be Monday, edit Monday evening, ready for a Tuesday upload, we're all sorted. And Monday was going to be Minecraft. But Monday I sat down to record, well not record, to edit even, one of the videos I'd already recorded. I actually recorded three Minecraft videos. I was ahead of myself, see? I'm good, apparently. So I sat down to edit that. And I thought, well, what I can do is edit that, and while I'm editing that, or while it's rendering, I can record the vlog, where I'm going to do a tag. And then this happened. So what you're looking at here specifically is my Adobe Premiere. Now, if I go and drag some of the footage that I recorded, you will find that the audio imports fine. That's good. The face cam imports a bit slower, but still fine. And then we import the actual raw footage and, well, we get an error message. Now, I'm trying to work out if you can actually read that error message, so what I'll do now is I will switch to a telephoto lens where you can actually see said error message. So the important bit of what you're looking at is this part right here that says file format not supported. Now, I already know what you're thinking, which is, Ryan, if you already upload Minecraft, why are you now getting file format can't be recorded? Or edited or supported or whatever it says. The reason behind that is I've changed my recording software for some reason, and in doing so I forgot that basically Premiere Pro does not like a .flv file, which you can see up here. So basically all the work that I've done has gone down the pan. Yeah. So let's go back to the vlog and pretend that this didn't happen, but now you understand why there hasn't been a Minecraft. Also, in case you're wondering about the glow down here, I have hue lights now. They're really cool. Talk about them in a minute. And we're back. So, as you can see, the biggest issue there is the file format, which basically meant that that video was delayed, which put me in a really foul mood. And I really didn't think that was a good thing to do a vlog about, was me being very, very angry. So I decided to wait a couple of days till I was feeling better, and now I am. So I thought, well, let's do the vlog. And then what I can do is, once I've done the vlog, edit this, and I can then try and get Minecraft back on track. And then what I'm looking to do is I'm looking to get Minecraft on track. I'm going to start on the stream card, so stay tuned for that. There will be links on Twitter. Make sure you follow me. Links down below. Now, the tag. So I thought I would answer 15 weird questions. Yes, weird. Now, question number 1. What's a nickname only your family calls you? In short, there isn't a nickname, but there's a weird thing me and my dad do. So me and my dad for many years now have basically made a sort of an informal agreement that we're not going to call each other by any name that means anything to us. So I don't call him Dad, he doesn't call me Ryan. We call each other anything we want. Literally anything. And it kind of gets confusing to the point now where people outside who don't know this joke will say a name and I will actually respond to it, which is bad. So, yeah, kind of backfiring in my real life, but that is something that happens. What is a weird habit of yours? A weird habit. Not shaving, as in, like, my face. Keep your mind clean, people. I suppose so. I drive a manual car, and when I change gear, that moment there of changing gear, I take my hand off the gear stick and I really don't know what to do with it. So generally speaking, I will play with what beard bits I have. So in this case, I haven't shaved for a week and a half or something like that. So that's why I look, well, kind of like this. Don't ask. So I will do the gear change and then inherently do this. I don't know why. Weird habit. Can't shake it. Do you have any weird phobias? The dentist. The dentist, and coincidentally, needles. Irony, I know. Well, needles. So, yeah, that's something I wouldn't say is weird, but those are two things I don't like. I don't know. I mean, phobia-wise, I don't have anything weird. I just have the obvious stuff. Like, I don't really want to drown or burn. Both of those sound pretty bad. Needles, dentists especially. Many of you will know on Twitter, if you followed the channel for some time, that dentists are not my thing, and usually when I have to have dental work, I get sedated like you would an animal, which makes it sound really bad. But it's a lot more comfortable, means I get dental work. But ladies and gentlemen, take care of your teeth so you don't end up like me, where you miss teeth and, toothache. Not good. What is a song you secretly love to blast and belt out when you're alone? Any song, really. I have no limits. So you honestly, like, my car is horrendous. So when I'm driving to work, or home from work, or any time, really, I have music playing through my phone, through Bluetooth and the speakers, and it all gets very loud, and then I start singing, and it gets louder, and then we're screaming, and then the windows are down, and then it's just, well, yeah, I kind of sing to anything, really, anything I like. At the moment, I'm quite on the new Ed Sheeran song, Shape of You, if you haven't heard it. Writing and editing, make something appear somewhere here. I think it worked. I don't know. What is one of your biggest pet peeves? People not using technology is pretty bad. I understand people don't like tech. I'm fully on board with that. I would say people who have the ability to use the tech and just choose not to. And another big one is people using words they don't know what they mean. I bump into this at work a lot. People will use words and they just don't understand the meaning, so we'll use it totally wrong. So yeah, that's kind of an annoyance for me. I do it, I know, I'm aware, I use words wrong. Also, I hate the word guesstimate, but that is stuff for another time. What's one of your nervous habits? So many of you will know I wear rings and I wear jewellery. The rings themselves, I will take off and I will basically remove, and as you can see, this one's being stubborn today. So I'll do things like this. So I'll sit there with rings barely on my finger and basically just sit there and just move them around. I will look away from people. I will not make eye contact. This is really weird for someone who suffers with social anxiety disorder to talk about. Really a wrong question, but those are things that personally I do, that I'm very aware of. But I try to limit that when I'm on camera, because I'm actually quite comfortable talking to you guys, as I would be if I met you guys. I kind of feel like I know you, even though I've never met most of you. Any of you. Even so, I feel quite comfortable with this, so you never know. What side of the bed do you sleep on? This side. The side I'm sitting, actually. And the reason behind that is, well, I'll just show you. It's easier. That's why. So yeah, with my TV right at the foot of the bed, it really doesn't seem right to sleep on any other side, although I will find that I do turn over in the middle of the night and I will end up on the other side of the bed, but that would be why. This is kind of my side, and when my girlfriend stays, she gets the other side because that's the side she likes. Yeah, that's that. What was your first stuffed animal and its name? So I had a polar bear, but more like in a regular person, like he had proper arms and sort of more like hands and fluffy feet. And he wore the most ridiculous. He had a yellow check shirt, you're gonna like this, and pink dungarees that were kind of sewn to him. And yeah, his name was Snowy, okay, because he's a polar bear, kind of makes sense. And I got him probably when I was probably about 8 or 9 months. And yeah, he's been repaired a lot. He went through, I think, 3 or 4 changes of clothes in the end, where people had taken him away from me and basically kind of bandaged him up because he got massive holes in, and then kind of made another bear essentially, but kept all his feet and his arms and his body. And yeah, he kind of went to a lot of countries. He went everywhere, really. That is frightening how many places he went. Basically, if I went away, he went with me. Even if he just stayed in a suitcase for years. That's frightening. But yeah, so that was my first cuddly toe. And I still actually have him. But moving on. Just read the last point before I read this one. No, you can't see him, and he's actually stored away at the moment in storage. So I still own the bear, but sadly he's not around to be seen. What is the drink you always order at Starbucks? So I am a latte man. I love my coffee, although coffee doesn't seem to like me very much at the moment, but that's for different reasons. but I will order like a toffee nut latte or something, especially if it's Christmas. Failing that, if it's summertime, probably like a vanilla or caramel frap would be quite nice. Starbucks is actually in my office, so that's good. So kind of also expensive because it means I shop there quite often. It's really not good for my health. I was going to answer 15 questions, but I've just read question 10 and it's all about beauty rules and I don't think I follow any. So moving on to 11. Which way do you face in the shower? Bit of a strange question. Very strange question, in fact. Well, I suppose if the water is spraying this way from a shower head up here, then I would face that way. So it's hitting my back. And then when it comes to washing my hair and stuff, it means I'm leaning back and then the water's hitting the top of my head but not going in my face. I kind of think that's sensible, but I don't know. I know some people prefer for it to like... Actually, I'm just going to stop this entire line before I make gestures that are really inappropriate for the channel. See, keep it clean. I do clean content on this channel, or mostly when I censor it. Do you have any weird body skills? I don't have any skills, like weird things. I'm not double jointed or anything, but I can do this. So that is my weird skill. I've been able to juggle probably for, since I was 15, I learned to juggle. I'm now 24, so I've been juggling for 9 years now. As for like actively juggling, I can do that, and I can do that pretty well. I can do tricks with 3 quite easily. I can juggle various objects, clubs, rings, whatever I want to juggle really. It's not a challenge anymore on that side of things, but I'm quite out of practice because realistically, I don't have a need to juggle. It used to be a fun recreational thing that I did. Now, however, really there's no need, so I don't. That's that, really. What is your favourite comfort food that's bad, but you love to eat it anyway? I love KFC. I love stir-fry noodles from like a Chinese food kind of thing. I love Nando's. As Nando's know, because they sent me a t-shirt which was amazing. If you haven't seen that, check out the video from Nando's. Nando's UK sent me a gift, totally awesome. But my big thing is white chocolate, to the point where my parents bought me a basket and filled it with various different white chocolates from around the world. Loads of stuff you can't get in the UK. Something you can't get in the UK. Oh, let me show you these. These are white chocolate Kit Kats. I believe you can get them in America, and I think you can get them from a lot of places actually, but cannot get them in the UK at all as far as I know. You had to get these imported, and my dad and my mum had these imported just for me. I got a pack of 8 of them, and I currently have like 4 left because I'm trying to savour them. So I got a whole thing of white chocolate, so that would probably be the big thing, and you have no idea how excited I was to get these in there. I had these in Vegas. Oh god, these are so cool. I would go to America just to pick these up and leave again. That is the level of love I have for those. What is a phrase or exclamation you love to say? Oh, what is a phrase or exclamation you always say? Failing that though, because this is the clean channel and I can't actually say that on the channel without censoring it heavily. A word I actually say quite a lot, or a phrase I say quite a lot, the awesome sauce. And that started actually partly because of the Awesome Sauce Network, which, in case you didn't know, is a computer channel. Do really cool stuff over there. I can't remember where I found it actually. I started saying it, and it started like developing, and it's now turned into a thing that I actually say quite a lot, and a few other people now say awesome sauce, and it kind of started something, but I'm not really sure how or where, but that would be the phrase I say quite often. And finally, the last question. What tattoos, if any, do you have? So I've just shown off my tattoos in this video, which is actually probably the first time you've ever seen that tattoo, come to think of it. So there's my Denver Broncos tattoo that I had done a couple of years ago now. I then had my Assassin's Creed one. It's my first tattoo, and that is basically the long story short behind why I've got an Assassin's Creed tattoo is not just because of my love of the Assassin's Creed poster, the flag, the figures, everything like that, the games. Long story short, it's a game that kind of got me through depression, and basically it kick-started my entire love of gaming. So there is a longer story of this. There's a lot more health related things, and it's not as simple as I played a game and it beat depression, but it helped me through a very, very tough time in my life. So that is why, as a permanent reminder, I have this game logo. Now, as you know, this is not the standard logo. I've actually heavily customized this in Photoshop to create a completely unique design. And this logo, there should be, aside from this tattoo of it, unless of course people have copied it or done something similar or had similar ideas, this should be a relatively unique tattoo. And that is why I like it, and the game will always hold a place in my heart, and that's really it. So, ladies and gentlemen, 15 questions, actually only 14 because we skipped one because it was stupid. I hope you have enjoyed this video, ladies and gentlemen. If you have, please don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe button down below. It means so much to me. If you do, also while you are down there are tons of cool links to my Facebook, all my playlists, my Twitter, my Twitch. Make sure you go follow me on Twitch so you start to see the live streams. I am speaking too fast, ladies and gentlemen. For now, however, please remember to always stay awesome, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.